Hi, it's Nick again. You may find my video piece today somewhat unsettling, but my hope is that it will inspire you to look into the subject of mental health, something that all of us teenagers are concerned about. For example, do you ever feel that you are not accepted by other kids? Not only are you not accepted for who you are, but you wouldn't even think about sitting at the cool table. Why? Fear of rejection. Maybe you find yourself feeling hopeless and worried or not feeling like yourself. When I hear my friends tell me about their despair, I feel really concerned. I felt even more concerned when I picked up a paper last Sunday and I saw this. It says suicide outbreak among school kids. And this is what it read. The city's public schools are in the grip of a suicide epidemic. 10 students have taken their own lives in the past 7 weeks, according to Chancellor Carmen Farina. As Chancellor, I've been on the job 7 weeks, and there have already been 10 reported suicides. We cannot allow this, as she said that to 250 new principals in Stuyvesant High School. I get those emails all the time, and it makes me heartsick. The tragic statistic amounts to more than 1 suicide per week. The only suicide publicly reported was the heartbreaking death on February 13th of 15-year-old Jaya Jackson, who was a gifted student at the Nest School on the Lower East Side. Jaya leaped from the roof of her grandmother's 27-story apartment building on the Upper West Side. At least 8 people have told me they want me to kill myself in the past 2 days, the girl wrote on Facebook a month before. City Health Department stats show youth suicides are rising, with suicide the third leading cause of death for New Yorkers ages 15 to 24. Farina implored principals to identify lonely and troubled kids. I was unnerved when I read this. It really struck home for me, because my oldest brother recently passed away in an accident. I am grieving the loss of my brother, who I will never see again. And I can only imagine the grief the parents, teachers, and students are feeling about these young people that have taken their lives. Suicide or any other form of loss is painful to everyone. Suicide seems incomprehensible to me, and none of my peers should ever have to take their life. So, I believe, as Chancellor Farina suggests, we all have to get more involved. We have to keep our eyes and ears open for any signs that a student is going into despair. Well, how do we do this? What I recommend is some training for all of us, and I know of one approach that has had huge impact. There is a principal in Washington State who transformed an entire school by introducing a body of work called the ACEs, the Adverse Childhood Experience. There is an article about him and his work on our Huffington Post page. It has had over 400,000 hits. Principal Jim Sporleder's work with the ACEs, in my opinion, helps to save lives, and the article about his work gives you the evidence that kids really do want help. I want to pose a question. If you have 1 or 2 psychologists or social workers for hundreds and hundreds of students, how can they be effective with that many students? Well, here's how it could be done. Because of their adverse childhood experiences, for many kids today, just being able to walk through the school doors in the morning is a major, major accomplishment, considering the challenges that they are dealing with. Challenges such as being bullied or being a bully, drug abuse, and many other troubling circumstances. Parents, teachers, and administrators can learn how to detect adverse childhood experiences, which can help them identify students who are falling through the cracks and possibly susceptible to acts of self-harm, and in the worst case, suicide. The ACEs have an impact on not only the kids who are hurting, often because of the bullying, but includes those who do the bullying because they too are hurting in their own way. ACEs include emotional abuse, physical abuse, and other forms of neglect. If you want to take a look at the questions that help identify your ACEs, go to acestoohigh.com. I took the questionnaire, and I definitely have a few adverse childhood experiences. 7 out of 10 of our population have one or more. If you are a teacher or administrator, I hope you will contact us about bringing our work into your school, where amongst other things, we explain how the ACEs can affect a student's personal and academic life, and how students can be given the support they need to have more stability in their lives. I want to close with saying that the cornerstone of our Healthy Relationships curriculum is NVC, nonviolent communication. It has had a huge effect on all of my relationships and also helped me put some of my ACEs into perspective so I can better connect with friends, family, and especially with my girlfriend. In this way, I can cultivate and fortify the love and care that I have for everyone in my life. It is my great hope that we can make a contribution to schools everywhere and help to counteract violence and self-harm, making schools a safe haven for everyone. I look forward to your insights and suggestions on this. See you next time.